Are you still looking at me? Are you still looking at me?
Hey everybody, it's your boy Q the Impaler, also known as Mr. Thursday. I'm doing week 3 of my picks for the NFL, well, basically NFL week of 2018. So, if you want to know everything about possible people that are going to be upsets or possible teams that are going to just completely destroy other teams, I'm the guy to ask, I'm the guy to tell you. So, about 89% positive every week. I told you, I'm the guy. But let's start this off really quick. I'll try to make this under 15 minutes, so let's be quick. All right, first game, Jets-Browns. I think the Browns are going to pull off a win here. I really, really do. I think the Browns are going to pull off a win. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be probably 14-10 final. But as for your fantasy selection for that week, man, I'm taking Browns defense. I'm thinking they're going to be pretty solid, maybe average you around 10 points if you're playing ESPN format. All right, Sunday game, Buffalo Vikings. Oh, definitely the Vikings. They're going to destroy Buffalo pretty bad. I'm going to say probably high 30, low 40s to 3. It's going to be just disgusting. Look for Thielen to have a huge game. So if you have Thielen in your team, throw him in your lineup. Make him your starting wide receiver. He's going to have a gigantic game. Then we have Eagles-Colts. Definitely going with the Eagles. Defense is so powerful. Aguilar's going to have a huge game as well. Colts have probably the worst defense I've ever seen in my life. Luck might have a decent game, but look for Eagles to actually destroy the Colts. Packers-Skins. Packers need a win here. Skins' defense is pretty good. Offense is mediocre. Look for Aaron Rodgers, even though he's banged up, to have a huge game. I think what's his name? Jones is back this week for the Pack Attack. I think he's going to have a so-and-so game. Maybe 50 yards, maybe a touchdown. But what does it matter? Devontae Adams is going to have a touchdown, so look for Devontae Adams to have a good game. Chiefs 49ers, Chiefs all day. Chiefs are going to destroy the Niners, a lot to a little. Maybe even shut them out. I'm looking at 42 to 10, maybe 42 to 3, 42 to 7, somewhere around that ballpark. I think Hunt's going to have a bigger game than Hill today. I don't think Mahomes is going to go, 4 or 5 TDs. I think he's going to go probably 2 TDs, no interceptions, but 2 TDs, about 300 yards. Dolphins and the Raiders. Dolphins, obviously. Dolphins are actually pretty good with Tannehill under the reins. Raiders are just god-awful. So look for Tannehill to be your star of this game. Maybe not a full-blown craziness, but maybe 2 touchdowns. I think he's going to run more than he's going to run a lot of yards. So look for Tannehill to have a big game. Titans-Jags. If you choose Titans, you're ridiculous. Jags defense is so good. Titans offense is just iffy. Mariota's is weird, just hurt, not hurt. Who knows? No one tells Mariota anymore, man. But yeah, look for Jaguars to basically shut them out. Probably maybe a touchdown, maybe a field goal, maybe 2 field goals, 6 points tops, maybe for Titans. The Jaguars defense, and Bortles is okay. Bortles is a decent quarterback, but he's nothing special. So maybe they don't score a lot, but they're still going to win by a big margin. Ravens-Broncos. This is the game that's kind of has me. I'm taking the Ravens to win this game. I just think their defense is so much better than the Broncos' offense that they'll close down or shut down the Broncos' offense. I don't think Broncos are that good at all. So if you consider this an upset, I don't think it is. I think the Ravens are seriously going to they're going to win, probably maybe by a field goal, maybe by a touchdown, 2 field goals. I don't know, around that point. But the Ravens are going to win. Although I think Demaryius Thomas is going to have a decent game, but I don't choose him as the fantasy pick. I choose Buck Allen as the fantasy pick this week for the Ravens. And we have Saints and Falcons. Saints and Falcons. This game is interesting because it's a division game and they're both decent teams. But I'm choosing the Falcons because Tevin Coleman is going to go crazy. If you have Coleman on your team, start him this week or throw him in your flex. But Coleman is going to tear apart the Saints. Now, Kamara is going to have a decent game against the Falcons, but Coleman is going to be your starter this week. So choose Coleman for the Falcons. Then we have Bengals and the Panthers. Good old Panthers. This game's interesting. I personally want to go with the Bengals, but I'm going to go with the Panthers for this. I consider this an upset because the Bengals are actually a solid team. But I'm taking the Panthers to take down the Bengals. I don't know why. I just think that their defense is a little above average. Bengals have a high-powered offense, but I consider this an upset. I think the Panthers are going to win this game. Fourth quarter field goal. That's it. Giants, Texans. Texans get the first win here. Watson's day. This is going to be Watson's day. Lamar Miller is going to have a crazy game against the Giants. So Texans beat Giants by 10. Rams, Chargers. This game is weird for me. I'm going with the Chargers simply because I like their offense. Rams defense is really good. Offense is above average, maybe average. But I like the Chargers here. I see the Chargers coming out with a 10-point win. And they both go 2-1 for next week. Cowboys, Seahawks. Everyone's talking about the Cowboys and how good their defense is, but I think that after losing last week or on Monday, I think the Seahawks are going to pull off a win here. I just think Russell Wilson's gonna go big. I think he's going to be running around like a chicken with his head cut off, but he's going to go big this week. I don't really care for Dallas. I actually don't like Dallas at all, being that I'm an Eagles fan. But the Seahawks are going to have their win this week. As for this game, the Bears and the Cards. Obviously, the Bears are going to win this game. It's the Mac attack. Mac is crazy. I'm from Buffalo, and I've watched him play when he was playing for UB, and the guy was sick. So to actually see him live in a Chicago uniform would be amazing. So I think one day I'll do it. Just go out to Chicago all willy-nilly for no reason. I'll watch the Bears. But the Bears are going to crush the Cardinals. Cardinals' offense is awful. Bradford's not that good, to be honest. I don't know why everyone's talking he's so good, he's so good. He's not really that good. Look for Trubisky to have a decent game. But your Bears defense is going to be your fantasy pick this week. Then you have the Pats and the Lions. Well, they need to come back from that loss. Hate the Patriots, but Brady's going to rip the Lions apart. The Gronk's going to have a huge game here, so pick the Gronk as your tight end if you already have him. He's the Gronk, of course you pick him as tight end. But if you don't have Gronkowski, your next bet would probably be Hogan, who's going to have a decent game for the Patriots as well. Then your Monday night game. This game is going to be a interesting one. This is interesting, okay? Now, Buccaneers are amazing. I like Fitz as a quarterback, Fitzpatrick. Problem is, Fitz is always good for the first 2 to 3 weeks, and then he falls apart. He always falls apart. When he was at Buffalo, he falls apart. This is the game that everybody assumes that Buccaneers are going to win. But this is my spoiler, ladies and gentlemen. This is my spoiler. This is the Steelers win. Steelers win this game by 7 points, by 1 touchdown. Touchdown, extra point, you know what I mean? Buccaneers somehow don't pull it off, but this is the win. As for fantasy pick, I'm not choosing the Steelers, anybody on the Steelers for a fantasy pick. I am basically choosing Jackson from Tampa. He's going to be your fantasy pick. He'll have a good game, but he's a good flex play this week. So play him on your flex this week if you haven't chosen anybody yet. But, yep, those are the picks I have for this week. quick little look over one more time. Looks good to me. I like my upsets. I like what I've chosen. If you like my video, give it a like. Throw me down a good subscribe. Check out my other videos. I got some decent ones. If you're a Sabres fan, I got a nice video up right now. Nice compilation of like get ready for the season kind of thing. But find me on Weekly Pick'em. I'm Mr. Thursday for X47. Alrighty. Peace.